Welcome to DIY Design by CCW, DIY Design for the 21st Century. My name is Candy and I'm the host of this channel. Now let's get into this video. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to DIY Design by CCW. I hope you're having a fantastic day and I thank you so much for tuning in. Well, today, everyone, I'm going to be sharing 3 glam DIYs with you. The first one, or the first 2, I should say, I'm going to be dressing up these little jars. Now, the smaller jar that you see in the back, I thrifted that one. In this jar, I found at the DollarTree. However, when I got it home, I realized that it had a little chip in it. So what I'm doing, and I've decided to do with both of the jars, is to paint them. I know typically I do a lot of things with glitter and Mod Podge, and I was going to do that today, but instead I've decided to use the paint. Now this paint is really beautiful. It's made by Folk Art. I've used it before in another DIY, and I'll make sure that I leave a link down in the description box. That way, if you'd like to purchase it, you can. But it is a really beautiful blue. Now, I will tell you, you'll need to put at least 2 coats. Preferably, you should let the coats dry in between. And, to make sure that at least let the paint be, if not completely dry, make sure it's not tacky before you apply your second coat. And once these are painted and dried, I'll come back and we'll start blinging them out. All right, guys, I'm back. So now I've applied 2 coats of paint at this point, and I let it dry. And the paint's still slightly tacky, but I'm going to go ahead and proceed with this part of the DIY. So here, what you're going to see me use, and I won't talk through the whole thing, but what you're going to see me do is use fabric trim. Actually 2 types of fabric trim, and also I'll use a little 2mm close chain wrap to decorate the lid. Now the fabric iron-on or rhinestone trim, I'm going to use that around the belt area or the neck area, whatever you would refer to it, of the vase where I had the little damage or where there was a little crack. And then on the bottom, I'm going to use the other fabric trim, which is a sew-on fabric trim. Now these are remnants for the most part, and I had these from the trim from another project, and I'll make sure that I link that in the description box. Now guys, hang on, because after I finish these 2 jars, I've got another DIY for you. Alright guys, so we're going to jump right into the third and final DIY, and then we will do the big reveal. Now, I was able to find yet another one of these vases that I absolutely love. Those of you that follow the channel, you already know that I love making over thrifted vases, especially these glass vases that have this particular shape. Now, this one is smaller than the ones that I usually find, but no, that's okay. I'm still gonna glam it up. Now, if you follow the channel, then you already know this, but if you don't, when I'm doing these DIYs, I look at them like fashion almost, and these vases remind me of ball gowns. At least that's what I think about when I'm putting the design together. So I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with this one at first. You'll notice that I've got a couple glitters there. I've got a blue, I've got a silver. I knew I was going to do blue and silver, but I wasn't sure, which bling wrap or which way I was going to go. But then as I started working, I came up with the design that you're going to see. So you're going to see me use some regular bling wrap. I'm going to cut it into equal strips and do my decoration on the bottom or the skirt. I'm also going to do some more trimming with the fabric trim that you see around the belt or the neck. I guess I would think that would be the belt of my dress or my vase. I'm also going to do something that I don't typically do, and I'm going to use a little bit of that fabric trim since I have some left over around the bottom. And then I'm going to do something a little bit different with the top. So I'm going to let you guys see what I do. I'll come back if I need to, and I'll certainly be back for the big reveal. right, everyone, so this is how the DIYs turned out. I like them, and I hope you do too. There's a close-up of the vase, and then we're going to see a close-up of the larger jar, and then a close-up of the smaller jar. Now let's just take a little bit closer look at everything. So there is a close-up of the vase. It's a little different than what I usually do. You've got the bling wrap and the fabric trim. I also use the 2mm rhinestone wrap, and that comes from BB Craft, and that is in a beautiful blue sapphire color. I'll make sure to link that in the description box. Also, the paint is made by Folk Art, and it's brilliant blue, but I'll link that as well down in the description box. Now there you see in the back a little glimpse of some other DIYs, and I always do that when I do my reveals. I like to show you how these things will look if I put them all together or put them with other decor items. So then there's the vase again. Now this is a little different, I think, than what I would typically do. Didn't use any Mod Podge or glitter. I was going to, but I decided not to. I really like this jar. I'm going to be using that, I think probably in my restroom. I'm not sure yet, but I have this color blue in my house, so it's going to work out well. Now those cylinders on the side, those are little DollarTree candle holders that I made, and I'll make sure I link that video as well. Now guys, if you're not a member of the channel, I hope you'll hit the subscribe button today. Also tap that bell a couple of times. That way you'll be notified every time I upload new content. Also recently, the channel has now added channel memberships where you can get some additional perks and some additional content, live DIYs, things like that. So that information, that link is down in the description box as well. But again, I thank you so much for your support, and I appreciate you coming and watching the video. Again, thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful night. And like I say at the end of every video, I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you for watching.